Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Learn Math with Sir Mark. And in this video, I'm going to discuss one of the activities that we have during the National Training of Trainers on K-10 Critical Content for Math 8. Actually, this seminar happens 2 years ago at Avenue Hotel, Makati City. But before anything else, I encourage everyone to please subscribe on my YouTube channel and hit the bell button for you to be notified on the next video that I'm going to upload soon. Okay, actually the activity that I'm referring to is based on the American game show Double Jeopardy. Well, perhaps some of you are familiar on this game show. As you can see here, there are different categories. Okay, Biblical Zoo, Americana, Industrial Strength, etc. And then, itong mga amount na to corresponds to the prices. Okay? Mas mataas yung price, mas mahirap yung question. Okay, so what we did during the training, during the preparation for the training, we localized this game show. Okay? So, as you can see here, so we have 4 categories: special product, sum and difference of 2 terms, perfect and non-perfect square trinomial, and of course, factoring by grouping. And then itong mga numbers na to corresponds to the points. Okay? Gaya sa game show, the higher the points, mas mahirap yung question. Okay, the mechanics is pretty simple. Okay, at first, the teacher will select the category. Okay, and then the first team or the student who will give the answer correctly will have the freedom or the privilege to select the next category and points of his or her choice. Okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's begin. Okay, so let's solve special products for 2 points. Okay, the question is, give the product of xy squared minus 3z and xy squared plus 3z. Well, of course, we can do this mentally. So all we have to do is to square the first term and then minus square the last term. So that will be x squared y to the 4th minus 9z squared. Okay, back to game board. Next, suppose I want to do this randomly, no? So I want to have grouping, factoring by grouping for 2 points. Okay, let 2x minus y equals 1/3 and xy equals 2. What is the value of 2x to the 4th y cubed minus x cubed y to the 4th? Well, again, we can do this mentally, but of course, for the sake of this video, so I'm going to show my solution. So, since we are after for the value of this, at first glance, you will notice, mapafactor ko agad si x cubed y cubed. Right? What will be left here is 2x minus y. And actually, xy is given, that's 2. Cube mo yon, that will be 8 times 2x minus y, which is 1/3. So therefore, the answer here is 8/3. Okay? Next, suppose the student will select sum and difference of 2 terms for 2 points. Multiply 98 times 102. Well, of course, at yung iba, ang gagawin dyan, mano-mano. So, 98 times 102 talaga. But, since we can express 98 and 102 in terms of algebraic expression, okay, so that's what we're going to do. So, that is, ang 98 is actually 100 minus 2. Times, ang 102 is 100 plus 2. And then that's it. You will notice, this is a product of sum and difference of 2 terms. So, therefore, that is 100 times 100 or 10 to the 4th minus 4. So, that is 9,996. Okay? Next, let's have perfect and non-perfect trinomial square for 2 points. Factor the trinomial 6x squared plus 17x plus 7. Well, factors ng 6, so that's simply 2 and 3. And then 7 yan, so of course, this is a prime, 1 and 7. So, it's just a matter of pairing. Okay, so I'll have this, so that this one will become 14, and then this will become 3. That will give me 17. So, therefore, the factor of this one is 2x plus 1 times 3x plus 7. Okay. Okay, so let's solve special products for 4 points. Expand 2x minus y plus 3 to be squared. Well, this is a square of a trinomial. So we know when we square a trinomial, okay, so there will be 6 terms. So to do that, okay, so this one will become 4x squared. Okay, square the middle term, that will be positive y squared. Square the third term or the last term, that will be 9. Okay, then there will be 3 more terms. So to do that, so multiply ko to, pair mo yan, then times 2. That will be negative 4xy. Okay, multiply ko to, times 2. That will be negative 6y. And lastly, multiply ko yan, times 2, plus 12x. Okay, then, i-arrange nyo na lang so that yung constant nasa dulo. Okay, that's it. 4x squared plus y squared minus 4xy plus 12x minus 6y, and then nasa dulo yung 9. Okay? Next. So, let's have perfect and non-perfect trinomial square for 4 points. Okay, the quadratic trinomial 4x squared plus 17x minus 15 can be factored in the form ax plus b times cx plus d. So, find a plus b plus c plus d. Okay, so ipa-factor natin siya. So, in such a way, 4 to, yung quadratic term, constant, dapat factors ng negative 15. Okay, factors ng 4 is actually pwedeng 2, 2, pwedeng 4, 1. So, try natin yung 4 and 1. Then, factors ng 15. So, isang 5, isang 3. Then, dapat positive 7 yan. So, I'll put 5 here and then this one is 3. So, since negative yan, okay, one of this is negative. So, then, see to it, positive yung 17 mo. So, therefore, negative C3. So, and then, let's check. If I'm going to multiply this, 4 and 5 is 20. 1 and negative 3 is negative 3. So, add mo yon, that will be positive 17. So, therefore, the factor is 4x minus 3 times x plus 5. As for the question, what is the sum of a, b, c, and d? So, that is simply 10 minus 3. Which is actually equal to 7. Okay. Next, let's have sum and difference of two terms for 4 points. Okay. If x to the 4th minus 16 equals c times x squared plus a times x plus b times x minus 2. Again, what's the sum of a, b, and c? Well, it's quite obvious here. You have to expand x to the 4th minus 16. That's difference of two squares. So that is x squared plus 4. Okay. Times x squared minus 4. But we know x squared minus 4 can be further factored as x plus 2, okay, times x minus 2. Okay, there you go. So, clearly, my c here, the value of c is 1, okay, then x squared plus 4 corresponds to x squared plus a, therefore, a is 4. And lastly, my b here is actually equal to 2. And as for the sum, okay, again, the answer is 7. Okay? And the last, for factoring by grouping for 4 points is factor completely. Okay. So, 4p squared minus 9b squared plus 6bc minus c squared. Actually, in this particular problem, marami akong pwedeng i-grouping. Una nyo makikita dyan, difference of two squares ng first two term and then factorable si c. Okay, but in this case, actually, okay, so by inspection, manonotice nyo, I can group actually the last three. Okay? Why? So, if I'm going to factor out negative 1, okay, lalabas mo yung negative 1, what will be left here is actually 9b squared minus 6bc and then plus c squared. And we all know, okay, this is a perfect square trinomial. That is, this one can be written as, okay, square root of 9b squared is 3b. Okay, square root of c squared is positive c. But since negative yan, negative to. There you go. So therefore, it's down to difference of two squares. Okay, and we know difference of two squares is actually a product, okay, of sum and difference of two terms. So, square root mo yung 4p squared, that will be 2p. Okay? Square root mo yung 3b minus c. So, isang plus, isang minus. So, therefore, this is 3b, okay, minus c. But since yung 3b minus c is preceded by negative sign, yung positive 3b will become negative, and then yung negative c will become positive c. Then let's check if our answer is correct. Okay, there you go. See that? Okay. Let's have special products for 6 points. Okay, so give the product of a minus 2b and a squared plus 2ab plus 4b squared. So we're after for the product of the binomial and trinomial. Okay, dito ko na lang isulat. Okay, so a minus 2b. Okay, by inspection, manonotice natin, this is actually equal to difference of 2 cubes. Okay, so meaning to say, multiply ko lang to, that will be a cube. Okay, and then, so since, diba, bakit difference of 2 cubes? Kasi nga, manonotice nyo, if you're going to multiply this, reverse the sign, that's positive 2ab. Okay, then, pag minultiply nyo to, in-square ko yung last term, that is actually 8b cubed. So, therefore, the product of this is a cubed minus cube ko yung last term, which is 8b cubed. Okay, let's check. So, correct answer is, okay, a cubed minus 8b cubed. Okay, next, I want to have, let's say, perfect and non-perfect square trinomial for 6 points. Okay. Find m so that mx to the fourth minus 42x squared plus 49 is a perfect square. Okay, paano natin gagawin? How are we going to get the value of m so that perfect square daw siya? So, note that may 2 agad dyan. Okay, so that is actually 6 times 7. So, since may 2 dyan, what will be left here is 7 times 3. Right? So, since 49 yan, I suppose yan yung 7 ko. So, therefore, m here is actually 9. Okay? So, check natin. So, therefore, the correct answer, the value of m is 9. See that? Okay. Let's have factoring by grouping for 6 points. Okay? Factor completely. A squared c squared plus b squared d squared minus a squared d squared minus b squared c squared. Masyadong mahaba. Okay, actually, again, it's a matter of grouping. So, I can group yung may a squared, then yung may b squared. Then, that's it. So, this one will become a squared times, since preceded by minus and minus b squared. Alright? And then, factor out ko yung negative b squared. Okay? So that one will become yung negative. So, this one will become c squared. Okay? Then, ito, minus d squared. Then, that's it. Factor out c squared minus d squared. We'll have a squared minus b squared. Okay? Times c squared minus d squared. And we know the answer here is, okay, a plus b, a times a minus b, times c plus d, times c minus d. Okay. Okay, so let's have sum and difference of 2 terms for 6 points. Question. Given that r plus 1 over r to be squared equals 3, find the value of r cubed plus 1 over r cubed. Okay. So, since the given is sum of 2 cubes, actually, you can rewrite this as product of binomial and trinomial. That is, r, okay, plus 1 over r, okay, times r squared plus 1 over r squared. And then, yung product nito, change sign, minus 1. Okay. Then, r plus 1 over r is actually plus minus square root of 3. Right? And then, meron akong negative 1 sa dulo. What I do not have so far is r squared plus 1 over r squared. But, you can get that. So, note that, if I'm going to square r plus 1 over r, okay, that's actually equal to r squared, okay, plus 1 over r squared, plus 2. Okay, note that this r plus 1 over r to be squared is actually equal to 3. But I'm after for the value of r squared plus 1 over r squared. So notice, okay, this is positive 2. So if I'm going to transpose it on the left side, so that will be 3 minus 2, which is clearly equal to 1. Meaning to say, r squared plus 1 over r squared is actually equal to 1. Therefore, the product is actually equal to 0. See that? Okay, so let's solve special products for 8 points. Okay. If a squared plus 3a plus 9 equals 0, what is a cubed? Okay. So, since I'm after for a cube, recall natin yung mga pwede nating magamit. Okay. So, which is, pwede akong mag-sum or difference of 2 cubes, which is a product of binomial and trinomial. This is a trinomial. So, meaning, ano yung ipa-pair ko or i-multiply kong binomial dito? Okay, so this is a squared plus 3a plus 9. Again, I'm looking for a binomial na pwede kong i-multiply dito so that ma-address ko yung a cube. That is a, then square root ni 9, which is 3. Since this is positive, all you have to do is to reverse the sign. See that? Then, the product of this binomial and trinomial is actually equal to a cubed minus 27. But since this trinomial is 0, okay, so therefore, ang a cubed is just equal to 27. Okay? See that? Okay, back to game board. Let's solve sum and difference of two terms for 8 points. Okay. Let me read. Given that x plus y equals 10, and if xy equals 5, find the value of x cubed plus y cubed. Okay. So again, paulit-ulit, no? So sum of two cubes. So note that yung x cubed plus y cubed can be written as, okay, the binomial times the trinomial, which is x squared. Okay, reverse the sign. Okay, plus y squared. Alright. So, ang x plus y is 10. Okay, x squared plus y squared is actually equal to x plus y to be squared. Alright, minus 2xy. Right? Minus xy. Okay, see that? Again, x squared plus y squared is x plus y to be squared minus 2xy. So that is 10. Now this is 10 squared, so that will be 100. And now this one is negative 2xy minus xy is actually negative 3xy. And we know xy is actually equal to 5. So therefore, yung negative 3xy magiging negative 15. So therefore, 100 minus 15 is 85 times 10. That will be 850. Okay, let's see if our answer is correct. There you go. See that? Back to game board. Next, let's have a perfect and non-perfect trinomial square. Okay. If 25x squared plus quantity a minus 2, x plus 16 is a perfect square trinomial, what is the value of a? Okay. So note that, okay, yung x plus y to be squared, or actually x plus minus y to be squared, pag in-square ko yan, that's actually equal to x squared plus minus 2xy, okay, plus y squared. See that? So, meaning to say, okay, so since perfect square to 25 tsaka 16, okay, so that will be 5 and 4. So, 20. Eh, may fix kang 2 doon. So, that will be 40. Okay? Meaning to say, yung 40 na yan, i-equate mo sa plus minus a minus 2. Then there you go. You can now get the value of a. Suppose a is positive. Therefore, if a is positive, a is 42. Okay? If a is negative, that will be 40 equals negative a plus 2. That will be a equals negative 38. So there are two possible values of a. So let's check if our answer is correct. There you go. Okay? Last for 8 points, let's have factoring by grouping. Okay, if 1 over x minus 1 over y equals 3, then what is the value of the numerical value of 2x plus 3xy minus 2y all over x minus 2xy minus y? Okay, medyo manageable naman, medyo mahaba lang. Okay, so actually, ang pwede kong gawin dito sa given is manipulate ko yan, y minus x over xy, that's actually equal to 3. Okay, ang ibig lang sabihin nito, okay, yung y minus x mo, okay, yung y minus x mo is actually equal to 3xy, or yung x minus y mo is actually equal to negative 3xy. There you go. Now, it's just a matter of pairing, no? Combining or in manipulating your expression. So, i-group ko tong first and third sa numerator. That will be 2x minus y, okay, plus 3xy. Okay, I'll do the same sa denominator. Mag-group ako. Gugroup ko yung first and third term. That will give me x minus y minus 2xy. Then that's it. Gamitin na lang natin. Okay, so since x minus y is negative 3xy, so meaning this one will become negative 6xy plus 3xy. Okay, see that? So therefore, yung numerator ko is actually equal to negative 3xy. See that? Okay, now problem ko na lang si denominator. But x minus y is negative 3xy. So therefore, that will be negative 5xy. See that? So again, this is equal to negative 3xy minus 2xy, negative 5xy. So therefore, obvious yung mangyayaring sunod. Cancel ko yung xy, tsaka yung negative over negative. So that will be actually equal to positive 3/5. Okay, see that? Okay, back to game board. Okay, so let's solve special products for 10 points. If x equals square root of 3 plus 1, then what is the value of square root of x squared over 7 minus 2x plus x squared? Okay, so actually, yung numerator natin, if you'll notice, that's square root of x squared. So therefore, this is already equal to x all over kung ano yung value nito. Okay, so therefore, meron na akong square root of 3 plus 1 sa numerator. Okay? See that? Okay, so what we will do here is how are we going to get the value of 7 minus 2x plus x squared? So, observe that if I'm going to square this one, okay, so transpose ko muna yung 1 sa left side, that will be x minus 1. If I'm going to square it, okay, that's actually equal to 3. Okay, that is x squared minus 2x, okay, plus 1 equals 3. Now, observe that here, hindi factorable kasi to since this is 7, tas negative 2 to, but I can have x squared minus 2x. See that? So, meaning to say, yung x squared minus 2x ko pala is actually equal to 2. Okay, so therefore, this one will be just equal to square root of 7. Okay, again, yung negative 2x plus x squared ko is actually equal to positive 2. So therefore, meaning to say, ang denominator ko is just square root of 9 or 3. So therefore, this is 3. See that? Okay. Let's see if our answer is correct. There you go. So square root of 3 plus 1 all over 3. Next, back to game board. Okay, so what I want is, let's say, perfect and non-perfect trinomial square for 10 points. We're almost done. Okay. So this is, okay, factor completely. X to the 4th minus 23x squared plus 49. 49 to, negative 23 yan. So, we know, ang 49 is just 7 and 7. Tapos, 49 and 1, 149. So, hindi pwede maging negative 23. Right? But, observe, okay, actually, we can split this into 2. Okay? So that this one will become negative 14x squared, then isa, negative 9x squared. Bakit ganon? Ano bang gusto kong palabasin? Okay, note that if you're going to square, okay, so since negative yan, if you're going to square this, okay, that's actually equal to x to the 4th, okay, minus 7 times x squared times 2 is negative 14x squared, plus 49. See that? Okay, so x to the 4th, ulitin ko, plus 49, plus negative 14x squared. So, meaning to say, okay, ang factor pala nito is just x squared minus 7 to be squared. Okay, may natirang negative 9x squared. See that? Therefore, this is down to difference of two squares. So that is product, okay, of sum and difference of two terms. So this is x squared minus 7, same, x squared minus 7, and then square root of 9x squared, which is plus 3x. Then ito, negative 3x. Medyo pumangit. Okay, so check natin if our answer is correct. So, there you go. I-arrange nyo na lang. X squared minus 3x minus 7. And then, x squared plus 3x minus 7. Okay, so we're down to the second to the last. Okay, I want factoring by grouping for 10 points. Okay, well, I have three equations. Okay, suppose that A, B, and C are three numbers with A plus B equals 3, AC plus B equals 18, BC plus A equals 6. What is the value of C? Okay, so I have equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Well, normally, hindi natin pwedeng i-apply yung ginagawa natin sa grade 8, yung elimination, right? Since may multiplication involved dito. So, what I'm going to do here is magko-combine ako in such a way magamit ko isang equation. What do I mean? So, if I'm going to add equation 2 and 3, okay, i-add ko yan, AC plus BC, you cannot combine them, that is AC plus BC, right? And then, A plus B, add ko yan, so which is simply A plus B, equals 18 plus 6, which is 24. Now, note that I can factor out C here, okay? That will be A plus B, okay? Equals 24. Now, note that using equation number 1, okay, it's just 3, okay? So, that will be 3C, okay, plus 3 equals 24. So, clearly, 24 minus 3 is 21 over 3. That's equal to 7. See that? Okay, so therefore, let's see if our answer is correct. There you go. Back to game board. Okay, we're now on the last problem for 10 points. Okay, so for the sum and difference of two terms, so let's solve the problem. Okay, calculate 51 times 50 squared over 50 squared minus 1 times 49 squared all over 49 squared minus 1 times and so on times 3 squared over 3 squared minus 1 times 2 squared over 2 squared minus 1. Well, of course, you're not going to multiply this, so that will be 25 over 2499 and so on. That will take you a long time. And masyadong malaki yun, okay? So what we're going to do is to express this in terms of variables, okay? So by inspection, that's difference of two squares. Alright, difference of two squares. So meaning to say, 50 squared is actually 50 times 50. See that? Then yung 50 squared minus 1, it's just 50 plus 1, which is 51, okay, times 50 minus 1, which is 49. See that? Doing the same, 49 squared, that's 49 times 49. Then sa denominator ko, 49 plus 1. Then 49 minus 1. That's 48. See that? Then, if you're going to continue that, okay, same procedure, then this one will become 3 times 3. Denominator ko, 3 plus 1, and 3 minus 1. Okay, then this is 2 times 2. Denominator ko is 2 plus 1, 2 minus 1. Okay, then that's it. So, notice nyo, maka-cancel na siya. Cancel yung 51. Okay, I'll use a different highlighter. Cancel yan. Okay, then, cancel tong 50. Okay, then, maka-cancel tong 49. Notice, may 49 pa ako dito. Okay, may 49 pa ako dyan. I'll show you. So, dito, after this product, meron akong 48 times 48, right? And then sa denominator ko, 48 plus 1, may 49 ako, times 47, and so on. So, meaning to say, okay, maka-cancel to, tsaka yan. And then, paulit-ulit. Okay? So, then 48, maka-cancel yan, and so on. Okay, maka-cancel yan. So, Then, prior to this 3 squared minus 1, meron akong 4 plus 1, tsaka 4 minus 1, which is 3. So, maka-cancel yung 3 dyan, and then maka-cancel to. Okay? Then, clearly, cancel din yung 2 dyan. And, since wala nang number dito, okay, therefore, what will be left here is 2. And then, meron pa akong isang 50 doon. Okay? So, therefore, the answer of this problem is actually 50 times 2, or 100. Okay, so let's verify if our answer is correct. There you go. Okay, I hope you learned something on this video. Okay, if you think this will be helpful to your colleagues, to your classmates, please don't hesitate to share and like and subscribe on my channel. Okay, so until next time, okay, let's learn math with Sir Mark. Okay, keep safe.